So I'd like to begin this by sharing my family's record of service to this country. My grandfather was in the FBI and was the first editor of the Society of Former Special Agents magazine. My father was a Yale graduate and served 30 years as a federal magistrate judge in the U.S. District Courts in North Carolina. My former husband served 9 combat rotations in the U.S. Army with 175 Ranger Regiment. I stood by his side, raising our 3 children as his friends returned with that flag draped over their coffin. So when you sit up there and speak about freedom versus fear, my family knows the difference intimately. To those people sitting up there who have served and continue to vote for tyranny, I'm here to tell you that you are a betrayal to the uniform, but more importantly, you're a betrayal to the people in this country. But I'm not here to speak to you folks. You've proven time and time again not to care about our voices. You've traded my children's future for your own comfort. I'm here to talk to the people you're supposed to serve, yet you treat like servants. My brothers and sisters, we are stronger together than we are apart. Time and time again, I have witnessed these people sell our rights for their profits. War profiteering under the guise of for your safety. Safety from what? These people in front of me are more of a threat to my children's safety, to our safety, than any one of you. I believed the mask at first, and I complied out of cowardice or confusion. I wasn't listening to the inner voice that was screaming to me, "This is a lie." But I woke up, and now that I'm awake, I've committed myself to stop anyone else from being bamboozled into that sort of paralyzing fear fostered by man and man alone. And I beg you to ask yourself these questions. How long do you think this will go on? If you think your compliance stops your subjugation, you have never been to a circus. Lions are beat for their disobedience and rewarded for their compliance. But at the end of the day, they still return to their cages. But what happens when the pride realizes they have more power than the ones with the whip? After almost a full year, you need to ask yourself if this is what you want for your children. There's no smiles, no human interaction, no freedom of choice. I urge you to research the following: efficacy of masks, Kary Mullis, the inventor of PCR testing, vaccine ingredients, vaccine manufacturer liability, total U.S. deaths from 2016 to 2020, and that's just a start. The greatest fear they have is for us to be united, because our unity is the greatest threat to their power. This is more than a mask. This is more than a vaccine. This is freedom versus enslavement. And I'll end with a quote by Francis Schaeffer. If there is no place for disobeying the government, that government has been made God. You, men and women, are not God. Do not comply.
Thank you, ma'am, for your comments, and we appreciate the service of your family members, and particularly the 2 FBI agents that were lost today in the line of duty. We pray for them and their families.